OK， 那我们继续上次的进度，第4章。
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just an
第
idea.
4章，真相。
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
所以真相到底是什么呢？
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
这里是他这个小木屋哎，怎么又回来了？
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
我被锁在里面了。
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
这不会是精神病院吧？
I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little
所以
walk
真
in
相
some
就
fresh
是
air?
我其
Yes,
实是精
it'll
神
do you
病，
good.
然后老婆其实已经死掉了，或者是我根本没有老婆。
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at
去
Cauldron
虎
Lake
符
Lodge.
山庄，
I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this
所以
thing
我是个
under
精神
control
病
if，we
一切
work
都是我在
together.
幻想。
This way, Alan.
嘿嘿，快跑！我没办法绕跑，这没路啊，都锁起来了。
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this.
爱丽丝死掉了，
Alice is dead.
所以我是有老婆的，我
You're
左
in
手
a
还在
very
吧？
vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned. And you
溺死
couldn't
了
face that. You're suffering
我
from
开始产生幻
hallucinations,
觉，被害妄
paranoid
想症，
delusions,
奇怪的
unusual
想法，
thinking, an
还有对
obsession
黑暗
about
光明
light
产
and
生偏
darkness.
执。
A feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped.
所以我
and
可以笑活
supernatural
在自己的
forces
世
of
界。
darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
哇，这是古代的这个时间有没有？利用太阳的那个原理，然后去显示那个时间的样子。在你停留在黑暗的背后，有奇迹在闪闪发光啊！在你停留的黑暗背后，有奇迹在闪闪发光。这是在讲啥修？哇哦！
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
这湖底什么屁都没有，我们那
It
个当初那个
seems
小岛
there's
嘞
a，storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a
我们
mention
湖
of that
中
in the
岛
weather
就没有，
forecast.
压
Well,
根不
no
存在
matter.
这样。
This way, follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination
就不
is
让人
what
惊
you
讶，
work
毕竟我
with.
是靠想象力吃
After
饭。
all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do it
nails
by
into the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me.
我要把我的
Once you
左耳
accept
进右耳
that,
出练到
we
满。
can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
谁啊？
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You
Go,
should be
yo.
afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Me me
Yeah,
me me
you'd
me
like
me
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 to go
me
away
me
so
me
you
me
won't be
me.
scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson.
喂，
We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Yeah.
some
To the head.
small
Yeah.
creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
哎，他的脸是被我揍的哦。
Come, Alan, this way.
等一下，这太好笑了。哒哒啦哒哒哒哒啦哒哒哒哒啦哒哒，呀呀呀哒。我靠！太霸气了。
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy.
房间有打字
As soon as
机
you。feel up to it, you should continue.
欢迎来到巨府湖山庄，这个太绕口了啦。巨府湖山庄，我们需要提供给你专业的协助，保持耐心。这就是类似精神病院啊，靠药。
My rheumatism's
killing
哎
me.
靠，这不是不老
There's
骑
a
士吗
storm？ coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of
这
the
两个不是
earth.
那个不老骑士
And
吗？
these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of
亚萨神域的
Asgard.
古老众神，
They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it.
不
We'll
要注
continue
视
this
黑
soon.
暗，你注视的黑暗，
Meanwhile,
黑暗
when
也在
you
注
feel
视
up
着
to
你
it,。return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else
只有疯
could
子才能
understand
了
the
解
world
发
when it's like
了解
this?
疯狂的
It
世
takes
界。
crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from
原
these
稿
bastards.
My head was clearing up. Zane could feel the poems taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined
这
he
个我
could
可以不
almost
念
feel
吗
the power surging through the keys of the
你
typewriter.
们自己看
It
啊，我
exhilarated him.
就不念了。
But there was fear, too. If not according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Tom just
房间在哪
lost
里？
is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
我房间是不是在2楼啊？再忙要喝杯咖啡。
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. Doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
Something's
I'll
wrong.
do that, Birch.
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is
老太太
wearing
面
the
具
old
的
woman's face. She was covered
黑暗
in
魅影。
clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
就是那个老太婆黑暗魅影，她在引诱我们去写出她想要的。
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and
想
the
要
work
的
light
故
on the
事内容。
balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
哎呀，那边有那个、啊、咖啡啊！
Hey, Wake, why don't you
Hartman
humor
wanted
Dr.
me to
Hartman
write.
and give the
I
writing
knew
a
I
shot,
couldn't,
huh?
but I figured I
Typewriter's
should
in your
just
room.
play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
这是谁的房间？这是糖果吗？ 哇，这是 Xbox 吗？这台是 Xbox 吧？还是 Box 360哦？那个年代出360了吗？
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about,
我要
but
逃
it
了。
could be my only chance of getting out of here.
I don't
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
正义之锤，
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
It's my store. I'm taking it.
杀毁他们变身哦！
We're on a comeback tour, baby.
老头要开演唱会啦，baby！
Hammer's wave.
铁锤有发源的一
Hartman kept
天。
talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on visit.
Say, rise up in their name.
高举他们的名，枪给我枪！
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
我靠，哎，
I
他
had
真
to
的
get to Hartman's office.
好
He'd
凶啊！
taken
他
all my
拿
magnets.
真的铁锤敲他，哎，
That's where he'd been keeping them.
Pay the piper.
他真的拿那个两个老头真的是拿真的铁锤给他
Maybe
敲
you
下
would
去。
come out and beat our
好硬哦。
wrinkled, adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Bert.
没东西可以捡了。
We were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen bugs like you before?
开锁啊，混蛋！等一下，我们去楼上。
Yeah, you better hide, Bert.
这一台先把它打开看看。哎，它怎么不能打开？
Say humor, just ask Sinclair.
等一下，声音变了。
Children of the Elder God. Scourge of the
检查什么？
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been
哎，那个
playing me
绑
all
匪啊！
along. The markings on the tape said they were
Now, Mrs.
recordings
Wade,
Hartman had made
Can
at
you
the
tell me
sessions with his
about Alice's
patients.
problems?
I saw Alice's name on one of them.
他有点
For
失
a
控
moment,
了，
I couldn't breathe.
随时都在生气。
Angry all the time. He's getting violent. He's...
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never.
这什么恶魔之类的吗？
Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take
哇，这个狼画的好
because
像
it
哦
may。 set lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it.
He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes.
应该是
And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all
类
gonna
似
go
躁
down.
郁症的东西
You
吧
don't。ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all,
Rudolph
I
Lane's
recognized
case
the
is
words.
interesting. He
The
was
phone call
completely
from
blocked,
her.
and
It
frankly,
had been
I
a
was
cut
about to
of this,
discard him as
just a
useless.
recording.
However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts.
他是说
I
那些
hadn't
画，
considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the
他说他
paintings
那
he
些
has
画越来越
produced
黑
are
暗了。
informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the
魔
best
鬼之
subjects
类
are
的，
always so damn difficult to deal with.
这是什么猫吗？蝙蝠？对吧？他画出来的东西都偏黑暗。
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and
医
this
学
is
上
the
的
only
见解。
place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to
奈
disturb my
丁格
patients.
那个开枪想要
I
变
get
我
a
的，
warrant. How would your fragile little patients like that?
Oh,
呵呵
I'm，
我被你
thoroughly
无上权威给
intimidated
吓到了，
by
探
your
员。
mighty authority now, Agent.
无上权威，
Smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
没了。
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna do your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously! Do you have
哎
any
这是
idea
好
how
基
much
友啊
trouble you're in? I am
Barry?
famous!
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, I'm glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment.
真是残
Come
酷
on,
的
pal,
惩
we
罚
gotta。get going.
走了走了，老兄，老兄你挡住我了。
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
我的原稿。
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
等一下，我什么时候有枪了？
Well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
嘿笑，嘿白痴。糟糕，黑暗魅影要追上我。这时候看一本书，看一下手稿。透过望远镜看到水面。哎，我这有枪，没有手电筒。我靠！真的，我拼命的笑，笑那个很坏的笑容。我靠，混蛋！2楼在哪里？来靠腰！冲上2楼！熊飞起来了！发电机！呀！要爆炸喽！哇，好爽！回我的房间。照不完是不是啊？再开。下面太多了啦！我要拉这个。哎呦，好亮！逃离避难所，我要怎么逃离？总是在开照了。喂，谁在后面偷袭我啊？我靠，被门夹住了！爽！我靠，好痛啊！这关是要怎么打啊？OK， 没了，靠！原稿。
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here. Damn it.
那个医生不知道在实验什么东西？可以这样。等发。 刚他不是要撞进来啊？过来啊！我的发！他在等我出来，好贱哦！没办法开门。这是要干嘛？跳窗？很紧张的关卡被你玩得很惬意，我靠！玩起来玩得很悠哉，又来！不要跟我说是利用这个球去撞。我靠！太痛了啦！来啊！回避加100，加送，你打不到我。没有咖啡吗？
Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
卖差，我在找咖啡啊。
Found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
哇，大型的东西很难回避。等我拿完东西嘛，不要急。 越过花园，要怎么越过啊？用爬的吗？我跳，不行。哇，整栋房子都冒黑气耶！ 啊，我现在去哪里？暂时停止。看我方向没走错啊。越过花园啊，这边有门。哇，迷宫哎！没有宝藏之类的原稿。
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that
我
littered the
看到了
area,
凌乱的
surrounding
北
an
欧
unlikely
神话道具，
centerpiece.
围绕着
A
不真实的
full-side
东西
stage。complete with an impressive sound system with
他在放音乐，然后，哎，啊，我从哪里进来的？哎呦，好多电池啊！What the fuck？ 关台也太……我靠！哎！这个窄到我没办法回避啊！这是要往哪里走啊？哎，谁在讲话？ 吃上2颗药，然后1天都很平静。镇定剂，该吃药喽，该吃药了，医生，该吃药了，医生。靠腰，敌人还有乌鸦哦。 要喝杯咖啡。哎呦！照明弹怎么弹那么远呢？再见了，医生。 该死的乌鸦！哎，这医生怎么皮这么厚啊？医生去了，医生去了。干嘛？你这么嚣张，你妈知道吗？ 好像有人在唱歌，在我耳边一直响起这个唱歌的声音。哎呦，终于又是把散弹。原稿，掌控大局。
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin, If only Mutt actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
啊！有人要夺我妻子，谁也不许拿走我的左手，谁也不许。我靠！我靠！哎，没有人这样的啦。对啊，后宫咩？躲在草后面是不是？我看到你了，还不出来？整个被 gank 掉了。因为是盖伦，是不是躲草丛嘞？他每一关都把我弹药清空。哦，之前省一堆弹药，我在干嘛？弹。等一下，那个。算了，他爬不上来就算了。
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd
他的
be
世界
okay.
爆炸。
Okay.
又来 gank 我了。等一下，等一下，让我找一下可以躲的地方。你很皮哦，你很皮吗？哦。 我也会草丛啊！怎么每一个人都躲草丛啊？这是哪招啦？你有没有看小地图哦？随便就来 gank 我，还差得远呢。再忙要喝杯咖啡。 看一下边边有没有东西，还真有东西哦，原稿。
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bull-headed.
医生
Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down.
那医生给我吃镇定剂啊，对啊，给我这么多资源，又要大战一场了。你有没有看到前面有一个人？ 好鸡哦！
Al! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
这不是一枪就能解决了吗？
Slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so
我要掩护他就对了。 我靠！我靠，这是几个啊？
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Just hang on now!
哎，我按回避了，我按回避了。
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Found a corner!
我靠！鸡巴冲击！嘿嘿嘿嘿！哎呦！哎呦靠！怎么还有一只？哎，这个怪杀不完的，这个怪杀不完的。我这个87，害我还想要虐他们一把。
Hurry up, Barry!
然后门打开了。 找树枝，来人给我换队友！我好了，我不节省能源，我不节省弹药了。这节省弹药玩不下去。那主角他向后跑的时候比较慢，不是向后跑比较慢，他是。 它是往背后这样走的话比较慢。OK， 跑！这怪出不完的。
Al, please tell me we're headed is
还
to
有
the
帅
nearest.
气的，想
You're
说
now
杀
leaving
光了，
Great
结果还有一
Falls.
轮。
Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
他为
I
什么要
knew
把我
you were
看
gonna
板一
say
起带
something
带
like
走？
that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care
刚
what anybody
刚刚
says.
最后一下
I'm
没
done
闪
with
到，我就要
darkness.
重来一次
You're。gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
刚刚那个背后那一下，我真的没闪到，真的要重来一次。我下意识就会很想节省那个子弹，你知道吗？然后你发现下一关的时候，什么又回到出生前，靠！
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
看有没有那么准啊？
Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't
基本
worry,
塌了。
your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah, Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry,
农场。
just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
"我们要去救巴瑞吧。又来了。树倒啦！我的靠！混蛋！什么组织会走进这里？这是原稿在发光。原稿
When I
之力。
stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brother...
没东西哦。 给我手电筒啊！我靠，这是要怎么躲啊？来啊！
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
原稿之力。
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer.
这个探员想要变掉我，
felt tight and dry.
他一定是嫉妒我有他，就是美丽的老婆。这要去哪里？我靠，在这里。
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
手电筒 got， 没电的手电筒。对心脏很好，什么啊哥？我来不及去拉那个，来不及去开那个发电机。 进来啊，混蛋！消失了。他没有给我枪啊。
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
巴瑞不等我。 强力手电筒，太棒了！再忙要喝杯咖啡啦。强力手电筒就是电池比较长的手电筒。
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
这换一台车了吗？我靠，好亮！
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was
我的引导
The
人，
dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript.
他们
Growing
渴望
stronger
最
and
后抵达
stronger,
终点或
strange
者自由。
spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
又要战一场了。这干嘛？不能解开？满地的陷阱。这是要我引诱那个去踩吗？没电了，快开！
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
又是原稿。
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked
趁着暴
unsteadily
风
away
雨
from the，
这
clinic
个
with the other
安德
patients
森
and
兄弟
fell,
摇摇晃晃
knowing
的
that this time they wouldn't return.
跟着其他
The
病
darkness
患
around
出
them
了
seethed
诊
with
所。
horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid.
他们知道
Their
这次
eyes
不会回
glinted
来
with
了。
guile. They
恐
knew
怖
every
黑暗
secret
围
path,
绕着
and there was
托尔和
blood on
奥
their
丁，
hands. They had
但他
fought
们并不
the
害
shades
怕，
before.
因为他们跟这些黑暗战斗过。我靠，怎么可以是不老骑士？哇，这次给我玩大枪玩到底哦！下杠，我要拿着下杠来跟人家战一场。 混蛋！那个家伙刺我一枪的没死啊！不会丢飞斧哦，准头有够差的。哎呦，闪一下你的眼，闪一下你的眼，再闪。等下进来啊，进来啊！所以哈，千万不要用强光去照人家眼睛，真的，这样是不对的。
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
有没有看到？连那些黑暗的怪物都会怕这种强光，何况是人，对吧
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please!
上面好紧急哦。
No! Don't! I'm
The
sorry!
front door was locked.
巴瑞，你等等，我先收一下物资再来找你。再忙要喝杯咖啡。巴瑞在上面惨叫，我们在下面悠悠哉哉的喝咖啡。撑着，巴瑞，撑着，撑着，我要来了，我来了。那我还要慢慢走， 我来了。是谁啊？
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a
就像
real
很棒的垫底，超烂的续集，最好的朋友都变大坏蛋了，谁写出这种烂东西？
The best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap
不好意思，
anyway.
作者本人就在这里，就在你面前。他闯，他可能是听到我是作者，气死了。哎，有一本书。哇靠，好闪！
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Farm animals aren't pets.
站着你的刀。
Let me guess, Danny, huh?
丹尼是吧？啊，从那里进来的。
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
原稿。
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot.
这么一瞬间，
Mott was
那个
mean-spirited,
医生
but
就想要
easily
掐这个白
manipulated.
痴，
An emotional infant who lived for his approval.
个性
Wade, by
卑鄙，
contrast,
容易
was
被
a
操
far
控
more。difficult subject. Mott had given him too much.
哦，就是那个啦，就是那个假装绑架我们老婆的那个吧。啊，羡慕嫉妒恨，这个
Barry
FFF
wasn't
团
up。here. He was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself.
这个甩尾你看怎么样？
It's Barry.
撞到什么东西这么硬啊？我看到咖啡，你看到吗？ 帅气甩尾，撞。应该不用撞墙吧？进不去。我刚在想，这个不会动起来吧？这么血尿。没有东西给我。又有怪要来了。哦，这是干嘛？演唱会之类的。
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Wow!
God damn!
演唱会开始啦
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot!
这是什么？
Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al, hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on!
可以让我捡一下东西吗？
I'm so glad you decided
再
to go
忙
it
要先拿
alone,
咖啡。
Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
嫩。嫩。干什么？腹肌耶！来，再来。有多少来多少来。 哇，好爽哦！就瞬间变爽 game 了。哎，我丢错东西哦，算了，没差。
Yes! Al! Stay in the light!
No,
no, no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Barry, please, please, please! if I buy it, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out.
哎，飞不要这么准。看得好啊！开 party 啦！散弹远距离真的很弱啊。哇哦！我靠！你烟火放到整个房子都给炸了。
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
哇！这个摇滚我给满分。
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
它那种连闪有没有？射程距离太近了，然后你太远的话，伤害很低。
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where
不
I
要管
left
这个
it.
人形地
I'll come
牌
back for
了。
it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
要怎么爬上去啊？
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
怎么爬不上去啊？
I'm always right about everything, and if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense.
卖砖呐！
It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
这是我靠，这是
Look at all this stuff. They
那
must
种
have done
维
okay
京
for
人的船。
themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
哎呀，咖啡。哇，还有武器耶、弹药之类的。哎，我没有拿到猎枪啊。猎枪攻击很高，真的，一枪大概1支吧。没有给我猎枪。
Sleep. We all spend a third of our dreams in its soft embrace, somewhere between fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
don't
real
really
writing
force
job. What got
themselves
you
into
started?
waking life.
Was this one of your
Vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs.
又要大战
Next episode. The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he
可以闭嘴
explores
吗？
the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
所以到底是谁的梦？
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy. But his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat. Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us. It's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake.
醒了。
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
要封城了。 演唱会次数吗？还有谁这么嚣张，从我面前跳下来？ 我靠！一枪一个头。 干嘛？干嘛？你闪电侠哦？闪电侠不要走啊！这应该是屠夫吧？ 你拿的那把刀是什么刀？杀猪刀吗？那个是屠夫吧？我们是要往那里走，是不是？ 嘞？这怎么过去？换子弹了吗？刚不是换武器了吗？怎么还是拿小枪啊？为什么他可以瞬移到安全的地方去？不是陪我干一场？你真的是我的好基友吗？
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
农场。
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
哪里有别的路？这是楼梯吗？不是。
Be careful, Al!
哇，后期都是给大枪的子弹，但我安全感倍增啊！我的靠！才说安全感就跳出来是怎样？干嘛？你是有什么安全感要给我吗？
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
再忙要喝杯咖啡。
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
电子。
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
就不能好好开吗？一定要帅气的踢一脚这样。看一下，补充了很多东西啊。
You've got to be kidding me.
是吧？ 我被刺死了！哎，我最后把他挂了呢。我最后应该是有把他。 管你几只猪哦！我靠，蛮鸟冲撞。 钥匙。
that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy.
嫩呢，我一撞就开了。
On the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
靠，暗示自己是 K 笑的这样吗？
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
你看我一撞就开了，嫩。
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
保险丝。还有咖啡。这建筑真的很欧式哎。乐团哦。
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box. The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
保险丝，哎，真多咖啡耶。
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah. Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run to... I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome. Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh?
"哎呦，找到！"
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right! Must be. "
巫婆的小钥匙，寻找光明之女。" 所以我们去找灯泡女。
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
I'm sorry about this. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
所以我们去 全部喝懵了。考试是干嘛？
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
I remember
thinking, I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
这么黑怎么看呢？
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
没有啊。
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
少年，你渴望力量吗？不，我渴望奶子。
Yes, I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No, I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse, and a magic lake which gave a light to the words the poet used.
其实歌还蛮好听的。
Now the muse she was his happiness, and he rhymed about a girl.
OK， 那我们今天就玩到这里。那我看一下下面有没有下一章。
Previously on Alan Wake,
居然有
Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true.
OK， 那我们今天这一章就玩到这里。那我们下次见，拜拜。居然有第5章啊！